Part 2. Chapter 3. One actor was full of the sound and dust of marching columns and the rumble of guns. Greece had seized Crete. Turkey had declared war and troops were hurrying to the battlefront. It was a time of trouble and strife, of wars and the rumor of wars. The Ottoman Empire was in its last agonies. The Christian powers, with their claws set into its rigging carcass, and snarling at each other, were each getting ready to tear out a rich morsel. It was torn also by discontent. Centered around the Sultan, its organization was the same as it had been in the great days of the Osmanis. In the 16th century, but it had grown effete, decrepit and corrupt. Everywhere there was poverty and inefficiency, and with them discontent. All the young men cried out for reform. The Sultan Abdulhamid and the Red Fox. The Sultan Abdulhamid, the Red Fox, was as afraid of his own subjects as of the foreigners. He repressed every new idea. He refused all reforms. He covered the whole empire with a network of spies, so that wherever three men talked together, there was a fourth eavesdropping and reporting to the secret police. He allowed no liberty or personal security. He filled the prisons with Turks and massacred the Christians. The land was full of the spirit of revolt and revolution, and especially in the Balkans around Monastir, where the fire of sedition always glowed hot, ready to burst into flame. New ideas were abroad. With the passionate earnestness of youth, Mustafa Kemal absorbed them all, like every Albanian and Macedonian. instinct was to resist all authority. At heart, he was a revolutionary. He pictured himself leading the world, overthrowing the despot, saving and cleansing the country. In these pictures, he saw himself always the center, the leader, the ruler of aid and respected by all. On his holidays, he went back to Salonika, but kept out of his mother's house as much as possible. She had remarried with a well-to-do merchant from Rhodes. Mustafa Kemal had told her brutally that he disapproved. They had quarreled. After that, he refused to acknowledge or speak to his stepfather. When in Salonika, he spent much of his time with some Dominican monks who taught him French. He had made friends with a pleasant, shy youth a little older than himself, called Faki, a Macedonian from Austria. Faki knew French well. Together they devoured all the revolutionary literature they could get: Voltaire, Rousseau, all the French writers, and the political economy of Hobbes and John Stuart Mill. These were forbidden books. To be caught with them meant imprisonment. The danger made the reading all the sweeter. Mustafa Kemal practiced oratory and harangued the other Catholics. Their Turkey must be saved from the claws of the foreigner and from the corruption of the Sultan. On the freedom and liberty, he wrote articles and treaties and fiery ritualistic poetry. At work, he was as successful in Monastir as he had been in the cadet school in Salonika. He was reported on as a brilliant, difficult youth with whom it is impossible to be intimate. He was specially selected for the General Staff College, the Herbia in Constantinople, gazetted as a sub-lieutenant and sent there. Chapter 4. Mustafa Kemal was 20, wily and built with a tough constitution and unlimited vitality. He had no experience of life. Salonika had been a mean little port. Nazaran, a country village, Monastir, a dull provincial town. He had none of his mother's deep beliefs or principles to keep him steady. At once he plunged wildly into the unclean life of the great metropolis of Constantinople. Night after night he gambled and drank in the cafes and restaurants. With women he was not fastidious, a figure, a face in profile, a love could set him on fire and reaching out to get the woman, whatever she was. Sometimes it would be with the Greek and Armenian hellords in the bawdy houses in the garbage stinking streets way.